Welcome to part 3 of this series. In this video, we'll be going over checking progress for individual accounts. And if we just have a handful of people that we're looking at, easiest way to check their progress is by going to the Users tab here at the top. And from there, just find their name in your users list and click on it. Once that loads up, we can see any courses this user's been assigned. And underneath each class, it'll show the status of either completed, not started, or in progress. And so using this one as an example, if we wanted to get some more information on where they're at with that course, we can click on Show Details. And normally you'll see how much time they spent on that course down to the second. Since this is a test account, we're not going to see any data there. But along with that, we can see when they were initially assigned that course, the last time they accessed it. And if there was any due date set, we'll see that information here as well. So it looks like this user's actually passed their due date and end date. So they've lost access to the course, which is indicated right here where it says not active. So if we need to give them an extension so they can resume that course, we'll click on Show Details again. And right here at the top, we can click on Change Access. And there's the original due dates. So let's go ahead and click on that. We'll update the date on the calendar. And then once we're done, we just click Change Access, and that'll update right away on the student's end, and they'll receive that new information showing how much more time they have to complete that. And for courses that are already complete, if we click on Show Details, you also see the option to download a copy of their certificate from there. And sometimes you also see the option to remove access to a course, which is really useful if somebody's accidentally been assigned a duplicate. You can just remove the duplicate course by clicking on that button. Along with that, we can also click on View Contents to see the individual parts within that course. So it looks like they've completed parts 1, 2, and 3, and part 4 and 5 have not been started. Another thing you can do is click on Show Details on each one of these individual parts. That'll show you when they last accessed it and any usage time. And if you click on View Attempts, we can see how many attempts it took them to pass that section. So it looks like the first attempt, they got a 50%, retook it, got 95%, and passed. And if we want to see the same kind of information, but for multiple individuals at once, we can go into the Reports tab here. And there's a ton of different reports, which we'll cover in a separate video, but the one we want to look at today is the Activity Detail Report. And with most reports, you can adjust the time frame that we're looking at. So I'll go ahead and back it up here. And we'll click on View Report to relaunch that. And so from here, we can see anyone who's been active during that time frame, the classes they've been assigned, and we can see their status over here on the right. So we see that course that was passed earlier, Crisis Intervention. Then we have the course for documentation report writing. Normally here you'll also see how much time they spent on it. But if we click on the plus sign next to the course title, we can also see those individual modules. So here's those 4 parts that they completed. Actually 3 parts, and then it does show their initial attempt on part 3 with that failed 50% score. But this is a really useful report for getting a lot of detail all at once for multiple individuals. And you might notice too, there might be multiple pages to a report. So rather than viewing that in the LMS, you can come to the save icon here. And you can export this report as like a PDF, Excel, CSV, whatever format works best for you. But that's it for checking progress for individual accounts. In the next video, we'll go a little bit more in depth into reports, and we'll show you a few different things there.